Hi, I'm attorney Sherry Stinson, your Palm Harbor estate planning attorney. And today I wanted to engage in a little myth busting. We find that there are a lot of misconceptions and fear around estate planning. So today I thought it might help if I talked about some of those and gave you a little bit of peace of mind and removed some of the mystique that comes with estate planning. So, one of the biggest misconceptions is that you have to be wealthy or you have to have an estate. And this simply is not true. If you own anything at all, whether it's a bank account, a home, maybe some small retirement accounts, believe it or not, you have an estate. It is so important that you talk to an estate planning attorney who is familiar with how assets work and the best way to plan. Most people don't know it, but if you don't have a plan in place, the state of Florida will make one for you, and it may not be one that you like. So it's important to put something in writing. So, myth busted, you don't have to be wealthy to have an estate plan. Number two, you have to be old or extremely sick in order to engage in estate planning. This also isn't true. I've been doing this for a very long time, and I've had people in their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s get sick. We know that life doesn't discriminate, and we certainly saw this with the COVID pandemic that started several years ago. So one of the most important things that you can do is make a plan while you are well, when there is no emergency. Oftentimes, when people wait till the last minute, it can call the plan into question and it can cause a lot of problems and courtroom and family drama simply because we waited too long, or maybe we did something on our deathbed that now someone wants to go in and question. So, myth busted, you don't have to be old or extremely sick to do estate planning. Myth number three, thinking that the state of Florida will automatically give things the way that you want them to go. So I've had a lot of people say to me, well, of course my spouse will receive everything. They're a joint owner on the account. Or of course my child will receive everything because they're on my account. And this simply isn't true. Again, if you don't make a plan, the state of Florida will make one for you, and it may not be one that you like. So I'll have people with multiple marriages come in, and they are often surprised to find out that you can't disinherit a spouse. Now, a lot of times people hear disinherit and they think sort of nasty or mean intent, and this simply isn't true. A lot of times it's just maybe your spouse doesn't need your money. So don't make that mistake. Conversely, thinking that your children will inherit everything because they're your children. This simply doesn't happen. Or maybe you even want to disinherit your kids because they're just no good. Now, you may get lucky and things might just work out, but that's not always the case, especially when the court is involved. There is a lot of drama that can come up with failing to make a plan. You could be facing probate, and if you have an estate of any value, that can be very expensive. There's also family drama. I've had people marry people that maybe their family doesn't necessarily like. So while this time is supposed to be spent on grieving, oftentimes it's spent arguing. Nobody wants that to happen. Estate planning is not just for dying, it's also for becoming incapacitated. So maybe you're in the hospital, maybe you have an accident, and you want a certain someone to make those decisions. It's important to put those things in writing. So, myth busted. Now, it's important that you don't need to know everything about estate planning. Nobody knows everything about estate planning. The right law firm will help you make the right decisions for you and your situation, and they'll custom tailor a plan that works to you. So I invite you to give my office a call today at 727-295-3213 and let us help you put a plan together that works for you when you need it. Thanks for watching.